some evil looks outside. Yo guys, what's up? So today I have come to buy another new car despite telling you that I was not going to buy another car. So I actually originally came to buy this Nissan Stagea. It is a manual Stagea and it's pretty dope. So yeah, that's what I originally came to buy, and then I actually paid all the money for it, came to collect it, and then he had another car that I really liked. I was going to buy this just to tidy it up and sell it. It's a manual Stagea. It's set up for drifting really. It's got a welded diff and everything, and then yeah, that's that. And then this is his Skyline as well, R34 GTT. You'll probably see that come to the channel a bit more in the future because yeah, somebody's bought that. And then yeah, drift car. This is getting reshelled, I think, so everything from this is going into a 180SX shell. So I'm coming down on Tuesday to give him a hand with that. But yeah, just waiting for him to turn up because my car is in the garage, and then I'll show you around the new car. Yo guys, I know I said in my last video I wasn't going to buy another car. I think it was my last video or the video before. It wasn't very long ago, whenever it was. I know I said I wasn't going to buy another one, but I'm addicted, and I just saw this and absolutely fell in love. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was actually going to buy a Nissan Stagea, and I ended up with this, which is absolutely sick. So this is my Toyota Crown. It's a 1JZ GTE. It's got a manual R154 gearbox on it. I think that's right. I'm not too clued up on my Toyotas. I know a little bit from like reading magazines and things and seeing stuff on the internet, but I've never actually owned like a proper Toyota. I've had a Lexus LS400 before, which I guess you could probably class as probably more than a proper Toyota, but yeah, I've not owned that many Toyotas in my time. And yeah, I went to buy the Nissan Stagea and I just saw this and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's so cool. I was driving it all day yesterday and I just kept getting stopped all the time. Just people asking me what it was and just people staring at it. I had people messaging me asking me like if they'd seen me driving around in it and saying it sounded awesome and stuff like that. It's just a super sick car. You can see it's not perfect. The split rims on the back are Kranz split rims designed by Weds. They are the wheels that are going to be on it. The front wheel is just a spare because that side had a blowout. The other side actually has both the wheels on now, and I think they actually look pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to change them. I really like them, so yeah, they're going to stay on. It is all set up to drift at the moment, and I might keep the welded diff in so that I can go on a couple of drift days, but I think if I want to drive it on the road, I'm probably going to have to take some of the camber off. It has, yeah, so it's got welded diff. It's been set up for drifting, so it has quite a lot of camber on the front, as you can see, which is a bit impractical for driving around on the roads. And yeah, so I think I'm going to have to undo that. I totally missed the best part of the story. So the best part of the story is this car, I actually bought it off my mate. He bought it off somebody else so that he could sell it on. And the person he bought it off actually sold it because he became a monk. Yeah, he wanted to become a monk, and yeah, obviously to do that you have to sell all your materialistic belongings and stuff like that. So he had this Crown, bought it. I think he imported it, set it up to drift it, and then never actually drifted it. So it's really solid underneath, and there's no accident damage or anything like that. The rear arches have been rolled and things, but and could probably do with a lick of paint just to stop them from rusting. But the yeah, he wanted to become a monk, so he sold the car pretty cheap, and yeah, that's how I got hold of it. It came from a monk, and it was actually like full of like religious books, so which was fairly weird. I just didn't expect to see it in a Toyota Crown, but there you go. It's always interesting to find out where a car's come from, I think. Inside is fairly stock. As you can see, where the gear stick is, it's a little bit of a mess. That is because basically the manual box, the shifter in the manual box sits a bit further forward, so all this surround doesn't fit, which means I'm probably gonna insulate all of this so that there's less road noise coming through, and then make a panel for the middle to block all that off, because yeah, it looks a bit tatty at the moment. Everything's falling apart. But yeah, everything really is pretty stock. Actually, these aren't real leather seats. They've got velour seats. The reason they did this, I didn't realize this until I had my Lexus, but the Japanese don't really like leather in their luxury cars. So you'll find most of the Toyotas that are Japanese imports, that are luxury cars, like the Celsior and stuff like that. A lot of them come with velour seats. I think it's velour, or is that toilet paper? I don't know. They come with fabric seats basically. But yeah, that I thought that was pretty weird. I always wondered why, when I was looking at a lot of the Lexuses, the import ones didn't have leather. But yeah, that's why. And then everything's pretty stock. I've got a full-on JDM CD player. Yeah, dials and everything like that are pretty basic, standard 90s Japanese car. Dual climate control, aircon. Actually has like a I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but there's I think it's a mini disc player mounted down here. I'm not sure if it is, but that is super 90s. And then yeah, Japanese sat nav that's stuck in Japan. I don't know how to do anything other than like the buttons are written in English, but then everything's in Japanese. Yeah, full on like, yeah. I don't know. It just keeps speaking Japanese at me. I don't know what to do. I always love these Toyota, like luxury Toyota cars, because you just find so much cool stuff the more you drive it. Like these door pockets are like little folders, and yeah, you've got like a panel there as well to store stuff. The back, let's have a look in the back. I've not actually been in the back that much really, but yeah. You tend to find with these luxury Toyotas, oh, the doors lock. Yeah, the doors don't work very well. The central locking's a bit rubbish. Let's see if we can get in here. There we go. So that's the center garnish out of the front. That's, yeah, basically the gear shifter hits the front of there. I don't know whether I maybe cut some of this out or just make a whole new panel, but yeah, that's that. You've got like ashtrays in the back and grab handles on the back of the seat in case you want to go drifting 4 up. But yeah, super cool inside for 90s. It's not as quite as the Lexus had some really mad stuff in it, but yeah, just, oh man, it looks so good. Yeah, I loved it because you see a lot of like chasers and stuff that are manual and yeah, Mark IIs, but I've not really seen many Crowns, and most of the Crowns that you see seem to be the estate ones, like the wagons. So yeah, I just thought it's really cool. I jumped on it while I could. It was definitely too cheap to refuse. to refuse. It wasn't a cheap car, but it was cheap for what it was. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving it. We'll show you under the bonnet as well. Yeah, so under the bonnet, got 1JZ GTE. It's the VVTi version as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, Greddy, it's all stock pretty much apart from the Greddy intercooler kit. I think that was on it. It must have been on it when it came from Japan, I'm guessing. It's got master cylinder stopper on it. The Coil Overs, I got no idea what the Coil Overs are, but I'm guessing they're like D2s or something with them being purple. I'm not totally sure. I need to take the wheels off and have a look, but yeah, it's got aftermarket intake pipe as well, and yeah, hard pipe, top water pipe is hard pipe. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. I think it's got boost controller down there. I don't know if you can see through. There's a little boost controller as well. And yeah, I need to get a boost gauge on it and stuff. And probably not going to mess around with it too much. It's just so that I can keep an eye on everything. And it goes so well. Actually, the Stagea that I went to look at was a similar setup. And it goes loads better, this, compared to the Stagea. And yeah, it's all stock engine wise. It's had quite a lot of like aftermarket adjustable suspension arms and stuff put on it from Japan. So I've not taken all the wheels off and everything to see exactly what it's got yet, but I will. I've got to do the tires today, so I will do that. These little lights on the bonnet here on the wings, they actually light up green when it goes dark. If you turn your lights on during the day, they don't light up, but when it's dark, they light up, and they're like just little green marker lights so that you can see where the end of the car is, which is pretty cool. It looks super gangster when you're driving around at night time. But yeah, Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'd really like to see what everyone thinks about it. I'm not really sure what the whole idea of the car is. I just bought it because I really liked it and I couldn't refuse it. I will be carrying on with the Civic, so don't worry about that. And yeah, somebody's staring at me on a bike. There's a weirdo in the middle of the woods with a camera. Yeah, so yeah, I will be keeping the Civic. I'm going to carry on with the Civic. The Civic is going to be like my daily driver / track car. I'm going to try and get on track next month or the month after. I need to just sort tires and brakes out on it first, which I'll be doing in next week. And I have done a few little jobs on the Civic. I've filmed them. I just need to get around to editing them. I'll probably put this video up first, just while this one's still relevant. The Civic ones are kind of relevant all the time. So yeah, that's my Toyota Crown. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think I should do to it. I do definitely want to take it drifting at some point. I don't know where. I'd probably go somewhere like Santa Pod or somewhere like that where it's a bit more open, so there's not a lot of walls. But yeah, I'll catch you next video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I will catch you next video. Peace out.